Hello, little adventurers. After the Savannah Games, something magical happened. Lila's deep purple began to fade, softening into a warm, rosy pink. It wasn't just her colour that changed, something inside her had too. With her new hue came a new journey. Have you ever been a little bit of rye in a field, one head? Perhaps you are convinced that you are the first one in the world who looks or feels a bit different, that nobody really understands you. That is exactly what Lulu, the bright pink giraffe, felt. Lulu did not resemble any other giraffes. They were golden brown, studded with spots which enabled them to hide in the tall trees. But the spots on Lulu were rosy pink, and her fur glittered in the sunlight like sunset. There were times when she wondered whether there was such a place anywhere in the world where she could be herself, not just accepted but loved because she was anybody. One morning, just as the dawn peeped softly all over the savannah, Lulu awoke, curious, and she was standing back with her outstretched long neck to the rising sun, and the soft wind was playing with her ears. She thought, "Where pink giraffes like me may be normal and not so much different." And so Lulu carried a little package of her favourite crunchy leaves, a good snack which she never forgot, and departed beyond the old familiar acacia trees and went forth to find new quarters. The grasses rustled as she walked along and the birds sang small songs. Lulu was a little afraid. He was excited too. She did not know what she was going to encounter, but she had to do it. Shortly, she also encountered Kendi, a zebra who had shiny black and white stripes. "Where are you, Lulu, going?" Kendi, tilting her head, asked. "Where I would be able to belong," Lulu said. Kendi smiled happily. As you know, different does not mean being lonely. Lulu carried on with hope as instilled in her by Kendi. She was roaming up golden fields, like the waves in the wind. Even up hills and across sparkling streams did she climb. Each new object wonder-stricken her heart. At noon, Lulu was standing on the brink of a ledge of rock never before visited by her. At this, she had a view of a valley such as she had never dreamed of. Coral-blossomed trees, giant trees, with pink trunks, lengthened out across the land in an impossible dream. Her heart was up as she jumped into the air. A pink place, a pink one like herself. Lulu had scarcely given the ghostly travellers a skip with her feet when she raced down the hill and made herself at home in the hidden valley. She silent moved, as though she was afraid to break a secret. In the intervals between the flowers, she caught a glimpse of small animals looking at her. They measured less than the knees of Lulu, had curly ears and short downy coats as skin-coloured as the peach. The greatest among them made advance. "Hi, I'm Pip. Here is the hidden valley." She smiled shyly. In a moment she said, "I am Lulu. I am a first-timer here. Because, Pip, only other animals get here. That is why." He grinned. Lulu felt warmed by the ears with pleasure. "Then I am at the right place." The days went by as golden leaves upon a light breeze. In the valley, Lulu came to know a lot of new things. The flower cups trained her how to drink sweet nectar. She amused herself with Pip and his friends telling tales and laughing. Lulu taught them to climb up to the top of the leaves and find the sneaky walkways that glimmered kindly in the moonlight. Lulu was normal at last. Truly normal. Nobody gazed at her rosy marks. No one used the term strange to identify her. It was enchanted. It was a dark afternoon, and clouds in the sky whispered while the wind romped around with premonitions. The creatures talked in their frightened tones. "Storm is coming," they said. Lulu surveyed. The tiny kids moved out of their small houses as they knew that a flood was coming. She was sure she was long and stalwart. Perhaps it was why she had arrived. As the rain came, the little creatures took shelter on Lulu. Little by little, she struggled up the rocky hill and bore them to safety. In all, the storm had spent itself, and the valley was once more quiet and peaceful. It was on a starry evening, and Lulu sat under the pink trees, and I wondered what she had heard. She was seeking to find somewhere to fit in, but she had learned that her differences were gifts and that they were to be given away. The next morning, Pip said, "Will you be here ever now, sir?" Lulu smiled sweetly. "I like it here, but home needs me as well." She kissed and made everybody promise. Then Lulu started across the plains, the bravest and the most confident Lulu ever. Kendi met her on her way home. "How did you come?" "Delightful," Lulu said, and her pink spots flushed in the rays of the sun. "I discovered a place to call my own, yet I also got to realize that being different meant I was blessed. Everything changed since that day. Lulu no longer felt like she did not belong in this world. She was good enough as she was.